Thank you, Senator Lyons. Senator Brown.
Thank you, Mr Acting Deputy President. I rise to speak on an issue of critical importance today. I rise to speak on the safety and well-being of children across this country. This week marks National Child Protection Week in Australia. In its 25th year, National Child Protection Week is a reminder to all Australians that protecting children is everyone's business. We all have a part to play in promoting and protecting the safety and well-being of children and young people. This is not a role that can be left to child protection workers, police and teachers. We must work to empower all families and all communities to play their part. The evidence shows us there is much for us to be doing. As the Australian Institute of Health and Welfare publication Australia's Welfare 2015 notes, more children are now receiving child protection services. In 2013-14, about 143,000 Australian children aged 0 to 17 received child protection services, compared with 135,000 in 2012-13. In 2013-14, this was 1 in every 37 children. Of these children, about 123,000 were aged 0 to 14. The National Association for Prevention of Child Abuse and Neglect, NAPCAN, the National Coordinator of National Child Protection Week, aimed to raise public awareness of child abuse and neglect and its impacts. NAPCAN also worked to provide individuals and communities with the information and resources they need to take action. Each of us in this place would be well aware of the consequences of people not playing their part, what happens when people don't take the action. We have all read tragic stories of children harmed or even killed by people that were meant to love them, care for them. We all have seen the heartbreaking cases of children harmed or killed when the system breaks down, when the system fails them. This is not an issue limited to one state, to one community. This is an issue that touches families and children across this entire country. However, we do know that there are barriers and parental problems such as substance misuse, mental illness and family or domestic violence, which result in negative outcomes for children. But we also know that there are amazing individuals and organisations working in communities across the country to provide innovative programs to support families and children. In National Child Protection Week, the work of some of these organisations is recognised through the NAPCAN Play Your Part Award. The Play Your Part Award recognises individuals, communities and organisations that have played their part to prevent child abuse and neglect. Today, NAPCAN recognised 6 Tasmanian organisations for their efforts in abuse prevention: Mission Australia, Good Beginnings, Hobart City Mission, BAPCare, Pittwater Community Centre and the Jordan River Services were acknowledged for their Integrated Family Support Service Alliance. The South West Region Integrated Family Support Service provided by this alliance focuses on increasing the well-being and the safety of children, young people and families by providing support and resources to build family strength, resilience and capacity. These organisations provide a comprehensive range of case management services for children, young people and families which are flexible to the needs of each family. This can include anything from practical parenting skills and time management skills to supports to deal with the impact of mental health issues or substance abuse. This kind of collaborative approach is critical to achieving good outcomes for vulnerable and at-risk families and children. I commend these organisations and their hard-working staff and volunteers for the incredible work that they do in these communities in Tasmania. I also commend the other recipients of the Play Your Part Awards. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the work of the parliamentarians against child abuse and neglect, particularly the conveners Senator Katrina Billig and Mr Ken Wyatt. All governments, businesses and not-for-profit organisations, communities, families and individuals have a role to play in keeping children as safe and well. This is a job that is simply too important for us to fail at. We cannot continue to fail Australian children. We cannot let them slip through the gaps. We cannot let them fall prey to poor systems and communication. We cannot walk by. We must take action.